it's harder for them to do anything without us anyway.
Hey, everybody, we're back here with the junior senator from Arizona, Ruben Gallego. You won your race for Senate in 2024. The same year he won the state of Arizona for the Electoral College. I'm curious, where's the crossover there? Where are the areas where both you and the president are addressing the needs of the American people, in this case, the needs of the people of Arizona? Where's the commonality for those voters?
Good hair. It's got to be that. I've been asked this since the 2024 election. Like, I've tried to come up with, like, real good answers, and I really don't have an honest answer, to be honest. I will tell you what I did on my campaign. And we were running kind of as the underdog for a while. We didn't have support from Washington, D.C. We're running against an incumbent, all these things. All I cared about was understanding what people were going through at that time. And growing up poor, I remember how desperate things were for me. And I know people in my neighborhoods in Arizona were feeling very desperate. Things were really hard, right? And I think people were trying to say it wasn't hard, but people couldn't buy homes. They couldn't fully go to the grocery store. I saw people that weren't filling up their gas tanks. And then we were all lying to ourselves, the economy is getting better. And I realized that I couldn't lie to them because I was that person at one point in my life. At one point in your life, when things are really bad, you just want someone to give you hope. And I wanted to be that person at that point. I felt that that was the best campaign to run at that point. So I didn't think about what he was doing or what the vice president was doing. I thought about what I wanted as a young Ruben Gallego, 14, trying to get out of poverty. And what I wanted is someone to give me a chance, a belief, and a hope that things are going to get better. And that I thought that if I ran that campaign, that's the campaign that could actually call to somebody in a very hard time and say, I want to vote for that person. And that's how I think we got to where we are.
What gives you hope now?
For me, I'm an eternal optimist. By all statistics, I'm not even supposed to be here, right? My mom is a single mom. My father is involved in the criminal justice system a little too much. I have 3 sisters. We all went to college. My mom went back to college. We even have a doctor in the house, and so I'm not even the cool one in the family. I was joking to some of my guys that I served with, my family was most likely to be on Judge Judy than on this show, and so the fact that someone like me has the opportunity to do that tells me this country is still great. But it doesn't mean that we could just take advantage of that. We could just we have to make sure it continues to do that. We have to make sure that people actually have the same opportunity that I had, that we still have that infrastructure opportunity that you could always kind of keep building and growing. And I think that people want that. And I think that if we have politicians that actually believe in that and actually want to continue that, I think this country will call to that. And that is the best days. The best days of America is when we're actually calling for everyone to be great, to be better, and to be united. And I don't think that whatever string that Donald Trump is pulling at is where we truly are. And I think when we work together, fight together, and grow together, we're going to be a better country.
Senator, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Senator Ruben Gallego, everybody. We'll be right back.